This scholarship is from the University of British Columbia in Vancouver in Canada. I love this university so much. The university is a top university in Canada. Now, Mastercard Foundation Scholarship Program is now open at University of British Columbia. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply to this scholarship and what are the things you need to do, because it's not just all about applying, but you should know what you need to do and how to do it in a way that you're going to get the scholarship. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, my name is Hamid Lawal, or you call me H.O. Lawal. I'm a study abroad mentor, and I have made a lot of videos on scholarships around the world, Finland, UK, US, a lot of scholarships around the world, as you can see from my channel. If this is the first time you join us on this channel, kindly subscribe. So if this is the first time you come into my channel, kindly subscribe to this channel so you can get updates of my upcoming videos. So if you're from any of these listed countries, Nigeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Kenya, Liberia, Madagascar, South Africa, South Sudan, Togo, United Republic of Tanzania. Lots of my subscribers, I know you guys are from any of these countries. I know you are from one of these African countries. So kindly apply. So let me show you what are the benefits of this scholarship. First and foremost, this scholarship covers everything you need as a student. You don't even need to stress yourself with tuition fees or book fees or flight tickets or accommodation, health insurance. You don't even need to bother yourself for any of these things that most students usually find very difficult to get while they are studying abroad. First and foremost, this university covers tuition and books. You're not paying tuition fees, even if the tuition fee for this university is over 20,000 Canadian dollars. You are not paying. This is a mouth-watering opportunity for you. Flight and immigration support. You're going to get flight tickets for free, and you're not just going to get flight tickets for free. You're going to get immigration support. That is that's one of the hardest process when you're applying for residence permit or you're applying for visa support to Canada. If you've been applying to Canada, you should know what I'm talking about. So getting this scholarship offers you flight tickets, immigration supports, and also you get accommodation. You get accommodation and you get monthly stipend for living expenses. So you get stipends monthly. You get health insurance, you get career services and supports, you get access to a global Mastercard Foundation alumni network. Mastercard Foundation is a top foundation, and one of those things they focus on is they focus on leadership, they focus on entrepreneurship, they focus on people in vulnerable situations like women, what's it called, refugees, or you're having any financial difficulty as an African person. This scholarship is for you. Now, let's look at how to apply to this scholarship. First and foremost, this is the website of the scholarship application. So this is the website from the university perspective, and I'm going to show you the website to apply. The website to apply is quite different. You're going to see how to apply and what are the things you should do. First and foremost, confirm you're from any of these countries, and also subscribe to this channel, and let's go into this business. First is that this application is open for the next intake, which is the 2025 fall application. That's around August, September. Then you going to start by understanding the eligibility of this scholarship. To be eligible for this scholarship, you need to have a bachelor's degree. So you must have completed your bachelor's degree if you want to apply for this scholarship. Also, you must not have a master's already. If you already have a master's, I'm sorry, I don't think you can apply to this scholarship, because this, according to the requirements, you need not to already have applied or already have had a master's degree. You should be 35 years old below. That is, if you are from 18, 19, 20 till 35. If you're 36 years old, I'm sorry, you cannot apply to this scholarship. As you can see here, children born from 1989 or after are not eligible. Okay. Then the next is you have to be a citizen of any of the sub-Saharan African countries. Sub-Saharan African countries, in my own opinion, are not all these African countries. I don't know what they use to classify sub-Saharan African countries, but if you are from any of these countries, you are eligible for this scholarship, even though if we check list of countries that belongs to sub-Saharan Africa, some of these are almost all the countries in Africa, I would say. So it is not just based on sub-Saharan African countries. Okay, so these are the list of countries. So you have to check the list from here. If your country is among this list, then don't worry, you are eligible. Also, be applying for a master's degree in one of the eligible programs. There are some programs that are eligible for this scholarship. Not all the programs in UBC, University of British Columbia, is eligible. So these are the programs. The first step is to know which program you want to apply for. So the first step to apply for this scholarship, don't just jump to click on apply button. No, the first step to take is knowing which program you want to apply for, and you should be eligible for this program. First is we have the Masters of Food and Resource Economics. We have a Masters of Food Science. We have Masters of Land and Water System. So if you are interested in any of these three programs in the Faculty of Land and Food System, then you should go on to select and apply. The second faculty is Faculty of Forestry, Master of Sustainable Forest Management, Master of International Forestry, Master of Geomatics, of Environmental Management, Master of Science, Master of Applied Science in Forestry, thesis-based, because some programs are research-based while some are course-based. So this program has to be a thesis-based. So when you are applying, you apply for the thesis-based masters. For this course, for this program. Then we have Faculty of Science, which is just Master of Data Science. So if you are interested in any of these programs, kindly move on with your first step by checking through this program's link. Okay, so let's look at the next is to check the steps. So the very first step, as I said, is to check and select any of these programs. Then the second step is to check the the minimum academic requirement for these programs. So you have to check whether you meet the academic eligibility for the program, and also you need to have your bachelor's, as I said. And if your bachelor's was not taught in English, in Africa we have the French speaking and we have the British British English speaking country. So if you are not in the English speaking, or maybe your program was taught in French or any other language, then you would have to take the English proficiency test. But if your program was taught in English, for example, Nigerians, Ghanaians, or some other countries, that use English as their official language, then you don't need to take IELTS or TOEFL. If you want to take IELTS or TOEFL, I'm a tutor. I tutor for IELTS, and my course is very intensive, and you're going to make your papers at once by the special grace of God. So if you're applying, if you need to take IELTS, you can reach out to me. I would guide you on how to pass this test once and for all. Okay, so let's move to the next. We have the application link here, but we are not clicking on it. We need to know when the program is open and when it's going to close. So you must complete the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program application before you apply to UBC. Don't just jump to applying to UBC. You have to apply to this MFS program first. That's the scholarship program first before you apply to UBC, because while you apply for this, you can also apply for the university application fee, because UBC has application fee. So if you want to get the waiver, application fee waiver, you have to apply to the scholarship first. So when you apply to the scholarship first, then you mention that, oh, you need a waiver, and then the UBC the Mastercard Foundation will give you what's it called, an application waiver code, which you're going to use to apply to those programs. So the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program application are due next month, which is October 31st, 2024. Late or incomplete packages cannot be accepted, and UBC is not responsible for any packages not received by the deadline. Okay, so you have to sit up and make sure you apply to these programs by their deadlines. Okay, so the selection process for application is based on the following criteria. I have to talk about this in detail so that you would understand what you need to have, what you need to do, and making sure that you get this scholarship. I really hope you're going to be among the selected applicants for these programs. And the first is that academic merits of the candidate that qualifies for the admission to the program of choice. You have to check the academic requirements in order to know if you are eligible or not. So if you're going to be selected or not. So when you check the eligibility requirement for the faculty or for the course you are applying for, you should make sure you check the academic requirements. Is it first class? Is it second class or upper? Is it second class lower, minimum pass? Or you have to check. So if you see that you have this eligibility, you have this academic merits, then you have checked this. It means you have marked this to be part of those things you have. Then track record as a transformative leader and service within their community. So you have to be a leader. You have to have engaged in community service. If you are a Nigerian student, for example, we usually have this NYSC of a thing where we engage in community service for a full year after our bachelor's program. So this community service you have had, your NYSC, is just very okay to prove that you are a leader. And also you do some things in your environment, in your communities while you are in the university or after you graduated, humanitarian support and all like that. You should apply. You should mention all these things while you are submitting your application. Quality, the third one is quality of application in line with the program theme. There are themes for this program, for this scholarship. So your application, your essays, your CV and everything, the submissions should be in line with that theme. And the theme covers those things that we've mentioned before now. And then the next is that potential impact on the development of applicants' home country. So you have to apply, you have to mention how your program would be applicable to the development of Africa, would be applicable to the development of your home country, most especially. So if you look at those programs, those lists of courses that we've just reviewed, you would see that all these courses are 100% applicable to our continent. Forestry, food, security, environmental sustainability, all these things, they are all applicable to our continent, Africa. So you should then think and look at how your program is applicable to the development of your own country. The next is applicants who have faced significant barriers to education. I would say most Africans, we face a lot of education barriers, most especially social one. If you're a female, for example, some places in Africa would say, "Oh, females are not allowed to go to the university." If you faced this situation in the past or you're currently facing it, you have to mention it in your application. You have financial problems. Studying masters, we know that studying masters is a big deal in Africa. So we usually need scholarship to support so we need financial support for personal reasons. Maybe you are disabled or you are a vulnerable person or you are facing some personal challenges. Then practical or health related. Even if you have any health related issues, this program is for you because it focuses on people facing significant barriers to education. Africans generally, and some people like vulnerable people. If you are among them, please mention it in your application so you can be in the top list of the applicants. Then your fully completed application should include the following. So these are the documents, these are the things that you would submit in your while you are submitting your application. So the first is that you're going to apply, you're going to submit the application form, which I'm going to show you. This is the application form. So you make sure you select this eligibility. I'm going to share the link. Then you have scholarship eligibility. I have this. You click on it. I am 35 years old. I have neither started nor do or already have a master's. I'm a citizen of African country. I have significant blah, 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 blah. I am applying to one of the eligible program listed. So I think you have to make sure that all these are checked. So if one of these is not checked, then it means you are not eligible for this program. Then by checking the boxes above, I certify that all the information is true to the best of my knowledge. I understand that the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship Program at UBC received the right to rescind their offer. So you click yes. Then you type your name, your first name, you put it there, your middle name, your last name, your gender, are you male or female? You tick which one belongs to you. We have your date of birth. So these are the select words with April, blah, 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 and like that. Your email address, you make sure you fill in your email address, your telephone number, make sure you use the plus, the dialing code. You have to include it. Your your mailing address, your home address. So the city, your country, your zip code, your postal code, you have to put everything in the box. Then your location. The Mastercard Foundation Program provides opportunity for students from Sub-Saharan Africa to pursue graduate studies at UBC. You would also be asked to provide a passport or travel document to support your selection if your country is not listed. You unfortunately do not meet the initial. If your country is not listed, you unfortunately do not meet the requirement. So you have to be among those list of countries, which you can see here before you can apply. So if you click on this, it will take us to those list of countries, which, for example, as a Nigerian, I would say, this is my. Then I move on, language spoken, I speak Yoruba, an additional language, official first, that's English, then additional language, Yoruba. Then, do you identify as a person with disability? Person with disability are defined as a person who has experiences barriers and or functional restrictors or limitations. So if you have this, please select yes. Don't say because I have this, they might not select. In fact, this is one of those selection criteria, which if you select, identify yourself as a disabled person, then you are at the top, selection list. So make sure you choose that. Then please indicate which of the following categories best describe any impairments you have, blah, blah, blah. So you can see those list of disability and impairments. So you can select which one is applicable. Then after that, are you a refugee? If you are one, please select it. Select yes. If you are not, please select no. Then after that, you click on next. So the next will be on the program you want to apply for and all those things, blah, 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 and all. So let's continue with the documents. So after you've submitted your application documents, the application form, then you submit personal statements. So the personal statement, the same thing as motivation letter. If you check my video, I'll put the link up to that video. I'll put it in the comment in the description so you can check how to write a personal statement and how my personal statement has got me scholarship. The same thing with CV. So essay format for CV is not would not be accepted. So it has to be in a tabular form. So if you check the two videos I'll be attaching to the description, you should be good to go for this part. Then you need to provide 2 reference letters on official letterhead. You have to look for 2 people that would write a reference for you. So what you need to do is just to contact your lecturers or your someone that can describe your personality, your leadership skills, your academic skills. So those 3 skills are personal, leadership, and academic skills. Someone who can provide information on this, please. And if they have, for example, if they work in the university, universities usually have letterhead, so they can use the university letterhead for you. Or if they work in a company, the company can provide their letterhead, and that's a good way to complete this step. Then the next is your academic transcripts. So you need to provide your students' academic transcripts. If you don't have one, please quickly contact your university and get your academic transcripts. Okay, so apply to your. Then when you're done with this, then you'll be given what's it called, application waiver code, so that you won't have to pay application fee in order to apply for your faculty. So you move on to applying to your faculty. That's the next step. So the programs, the faculty application programs, you can check those lists we've mentioned before. So once you've submitted your what's it called, your scholarship program application, the next is to submit online application to UBC. So you can check this link to find that. So you may be eligible for a fee waiver, as you can see here, if your citizen correspond with those lists of countries. So you're going to get application fee waiver, which is very good. You don't need to, you're not paying any dime. So if you submit your application without applying for fee waiver, we are unable to provide a refund. So you have to apply for a fee waiver, okay? So that you won't have to pay application fee. So since you understand this, then you click on apply now. So when you click on apply now, it takes us to that application page, this place, which you're going to first and foremost apply to the UBC. So when you're done with that, then you cross your fingers and wait and see what happened next. So what are those things what would happen next? Let me quickly let you know. So the first is that from August till October, the application opens. As you can see here, application opens from August 30th and it closes on October 31st, as you can see here. So then in November, students who move to the next round are invited to apply to their faculties. Then from there, you have from January to February, scholars who make it to the next round are contacted for interview. So you're going to be interviewed. Then the next, in March 2025, selected scholars receive offers for the winter term. Okay, and then in May to July, scholars will be supported for visa processing, subsequently welcomed in Vancouver for the winter term. Okay, so here I think it's not winter term, maybe fall term. That will be in August. So that is all you need to know about this application, about this scholarship. If this video has helped you or has in one way or the other informed you about this scholarship, there are still a lot of scholarships which we're going to be sharing on this on my channel. Please kindly subscribe to that channel. Like this video, please like this video so you can get notified for information on scholarships like this. Share this video and tell people to also subscribe to my channel. My name is H.O. Lawal, and thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Bye-bye.